Good evening, everyone. This is BremSter, and tonight I'm coming to you with the Knights Who Whisper V by GDC. Always up for a good Monty Python reference. So, yeah, this is a puzzle. I think this was a recommendation rather than a submission, but that's fine. Yeah, I haven't watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail probably in about 4 or 5 years. I need to rectify that. But what else is going on the channel? Probably nothing worth mentioning. So I haven't corrected the rules on this puzzle, but on the puzzle, the normal Sudoku rules apply. So Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. I'm assuming it's a typo that wasn't picked up in testing. It happens. Cells separated by a knight's move cannot repeat. What does that mean? It means that if we draw this shape into the grid, any two cells that are separated by this shape, no matter what the orientation or flipping or rotation or whatever, could not contain the same digit. So those two digits could not contain the same digit because I can draw that shape between them. Those two digits could not contain the same digit. I can draw that shape between them. Those two digits could not contain the same digit. I can draw that shape between them. That's what it means. So that's how the knight's move rule works. On lines, adjacent digits differ by 5 or more. So that's German whisper in these. So any two digits directly connected by a green line must have a difference of 5 or more. And cells joined by a V sum to 5. That's what we've got. I am going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. And then let's whisper V. Okay, so with German whisper puzzles, for reasons I'm probably going to get into, we end up colouring high-low. And I know these are low digits because any two digits that sum to 5 must each be less than 5. They're going to be 1, 4, and 2, 3 because they see each other. Now, on a German whisper line, you can never put a 5 because there's no digit within 1 to 9 that is 5 away from 5. So every digit is going to exist in one of two states. They are either going to be below 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, or above 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Any digit that is above 5 must be next to a digit below 5 because every other digit above 5 is too close. They are not 5 apart. So you end up jumping to 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you cannot put a 1, 2, 3, 4 next to a 1, 2, 3, 4. They're too close. They're not 5 apart. So you will always alternate above 5, below 5, above 5, below 5. So we know that on these lines, these alternate. So I'm not sure if I should look at this line, but whichever way it goes, these are all going to be the same high-low, and these are going to be the same. Right, and that tells me what it is, because these must be the same high-low, because that's 2 apart from that and 2 apart from that, and I've already got 2 lows. So those are high, and these are low. So that's that. Now, can I do the same here? Those are all going to be the same, and these are all going to be the same. But I don't think I can tell there what it is. Oh, this is also high. So how's that going to work? How am I going to get a head into this? So these are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be the knight move doing a lot of work in this puzzle. So this is a unique set. This is a unique set of whatever they are. Because that cell sees all 3 of those 2 in the row, that one by knight's move. That sees both of those in the row and that one in the column. And that sees both of those in the row and that one by knight's move. So these are all the same. Or these are either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I have the same thing going on here? Yes. So this is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, because that one sees both of those in the box and that one in the column. That one sees both of those in the box and that one by knight's move. And that one sees those 2 in the box and that one by knight's move. So this is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this one can't be 4 because those 2, there's only one digit between 1 and 9 that is 4 apart from the 5 apart from the 4, which is 9, and both of those would have to be 9. This one can't be the 4 because both of those would have to be 9, and this one can't be 4 because both of those would have to be 9. So this is the 4, which means this is not 4 and this is not 1. Now that means 4 is in one of those two, which means 4 is not there. And that's just by Sudoku. One of these has to be 3. One of these is 4, which means neither of those is 1 because the 1 has to go with the 4. Okay. Now, these all see each other and all of those see these. So this is a set of 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this can't, well, the 4 goes next to the 9 and there's no 9 in any of those. And this can't be 6 or both of those would be 1 because there's only one digit 5 away. So this is the 6, this is the 1. There is no 6 in either of those and there's no 1 in either of those. That's really cool. And these are 4, 5 and 9. And there's no 9 there and there's no 4 there. That's kind of cool. There's no 1 here, so there's no 4 here. This is the 2, 3, and this is the 4 and the 1. That's very cool. Now, 1 has to be in one of these two now by Sudoku, but that 1 sees that 1 and that becomes the 1. This is nifty. Can these be 2 and 3? Possibly. Now, one of these has to be a 7. So this is the 2 because if this was a 3, these would have to be 8 and 9 because they're the only two digits that are far enough apart. So that's the 2, that's the 3. 3 is too close to 7, that's the 8, and that's the 7. And this line is fully resolved. I'm actually going to get rid of the colouring on all of these. I don't like keeping colouring I don't need, particularly considering I can resolve those digits. And these are now 5 and 6. Okay, so there's going to be some trick here. Now, these are either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, do I have the same here? That one sees that one in the box and both of those by Knight's Move. That one sees that one in the box, that one in the row, and that one by Knight's Move. That one sees that one in the row, that one in the column, and that one by Knight's Move. All of these are a complete set. That's absolutely crazy. Now, is there any I can disprove? I'm not sure yet. I think I need to get over here a bit more somehow. And I'm not sure how yet. 3 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those two because 2 has to be in this column, but it can't be there. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not sure about those. So none of those. Right, this is a 4, 6 pair. That's it. So these, if this is low, these are 1, 2, 3, 4. If these are high, they're 6, 7, 8, 9. But I can't put 4 here or 6 because those would be the same digit. I can't put 4 or 6 here. Those would be the same digit. Can't put 4 or 6 here. Those would be the same digit. So that's the 4, 6. So this is the 1 or 9. Now, so that means these are from 7, 8, 9 or... No. If this is 6, 1, these are 7, 8, 9. Actually, I think I can take this further. Yeah, if this is 6, I think I could get this down to pairs. These would be 7, 8, 9. Now, if this was 6, 1, 7, this would have to be the 2. And if this is 4, 9, because the 7 would need the 1 and the 2 next to it. So I couldn't put the 7 here because the 1 here would mean neither of these could be the 1. So the 7, if this is, I can't put 7 in either of those is basically the statement. So if this is high, this is the 7. If this is 6, now if this is 4, this becomes 9, and then the 3 needs to go next to 8, 9. So this would become the 3, and this would be the 8. Now, these are now from either 8, 9 or 1, 2. Now, if this was... So these are either 3, 4. Right, but this... If this is the 6, this has to be the 4 because I can't put the 4 there. So this is the 3, this would be the 4. And if this is the low, then this goes 6, 7... Sorry, if this is the low... This is 9, 8. These are 7 and 6, but I can't put the 7. So this is 7 and this is 6. 6 here, of course, makes this the 1. So you end up with 1 and 2. And then if this is the 4, this is 9 and 8. And this is absolutely forced in those pairs. That's absolutely crazy. But what can I do with that? Maybe I shouldn't have got rid of the colouring yet. So 2 is... Well, where's 2 in this box? 2's not in those. 2's not in any of those. That 2 knocks out both of those. That's a 2. So that's the 8 and that's the 2. And I've got the colouring. Green becomes the high digits. So that's 7, 6, 9. And this is 1, 3, and 4. And that's all forced. That is gorgeous. Now, 3 goes here by Sudoku. And I've basically done everything except the anti-night. So now this is just an anti-night Sudoku. This is an anti-night Sudoku now. This is the 5. This is the 6. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. The 6 is not there. The 5 is not there. That's the 9, taking the 9 out of both of those. So this is a 5, 6 pair. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no 6 in either of those two, actually. I was using that 6 to eliminate it, but I could have used that. So that's the 6. This is a 7, 8 pair. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. Yeah, not sure on that one yet. Okay. Oh, this 9 looks like making that the 5, which makes that the 4 and that the 9. So this is 3, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 3, 7, 8. The 8 takes the 8 out of there. So I've got to put a 5 in here. So there's a 5 in one of those. Oh, no. I've got to put a 5 in here, but that 5 sees that one and that 5 sees that one. So that's the 5, which means this is the 2. So this is 3, 7, 8. It's not 3, so this is 7 or 8, which works for that column. 4 is in one of those 3, and it's not there or there. That is a 4. And that was, again, normal Sudoku eliminates all of those. So it's in one of those 3. That 4 sees that. That 4 sees that, making that a 4. That sees that. So that becomes the 9. That becomes the 4. This is cool. I like this. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Now, there's no 4 there because of that by normal Sudoku. That 8 sees that cell. That 4 sees that cell. So that's the 4, which means by Sudoku, 4 goes in one of those 3. That cell is seen twice by both of those 4. So I got 4 down to 2 cells. Yeah, okay. This is a triple. 1, 7, and 9. The 7 sees that one. The 1 sees that one. The 9, that's the 7, and this is a 1, 9 pair. I love the way these lines were designed so everything sees each other. That was just gorgeous. Now I just have to figure out the anti-night tricks. Yay me. 4 is in... Right, 4. 4 is in one of those 3 by Sudoku, but that 4 sees that one and that 4 sees that one. So this becomes the 4. I D4 that one and I 4 that one. And I think that's all of the 4s. I have forded the grid. I have forded... I have put on my armor and I have forded the whatever. I'll move on. Where to look? Tempted to mark this quad. 1, 3, 5, 6. The thing is, there's nothing close to it. There's no 6 there. There's no 3 or 5 there. There's nothing really close to it. I want to stay close to stuff. This is very clever. But I'm not sure where to look. 1 in this row. It can't go there or there. So it's in one of those two. 2 in this row, actually. I have to put 2 in this row. It's not in this box, so it's in one of those 4. That 2 sees there, and that 2 sees there. So that there is a 2. Now that gives... No, it doesn't restrict 1. But these are now 1, 3, 7, 8. There's no 3 there. There's no 1 there. Now this 3 is in one of... No. But this is 3, 7, 8. This is a 3, 7, 8 triple, and all 3 of those cells see that one. If that was an 8, I couldn't put 8 in either of those two. If that was a 7, I couldn't put 7 in any of those, because it sees that in the row and those in. So that's your 1. There you go, which puts 1 in one of those two by Sudoku, not 0, and that one sees that one. So here is your 1 taking 1 out of there. That's a good trick. It's the good trick, Sudoku, and I don't know what I'm singing this for. Okay, now, there's something wrong in my head. Okay. This is not news. 9 is in one of those 3 by Sudoku. That 9 sees that one, that 9 sees that one, and we can put a 9 in there, which puts 9 in one of those 3 by Sudoku, but that 9 sees that one, that 9 by Knight's Move sees that one, and we can put a 9 in there, which puts 9 in one of those 2 by Sudoku, and I think I stop there. Okay, this quadruple, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. There's no 7 there, so 7 is in one of those 2, which knocks 7 out of those 2, because both of those cells see both of those by Knight Move, but I don't think that's helping me. 3, 5, there's no 3 there. No. Just looking for the weak spots, and certainly missing them. In here, 2, 5, 7, and 8. Well, 5 can't go in either of those 2. So these are 2, 7, and 8, and there's no 8 there. No, that's not it either. Okay. Oh, it's this. This is incredibly obvious, and it's been screaming at me for a while. That cell sees both of those, that one in the column and that one by Knight's Move. So if I put a 7 there, there's no 7 in this box. If I put an 8 there, there's no 8 in that box. That's the 3, that's the 7, that's the 8, that's the 7, that's the 8. That looks down, making that the 5 and that the 8. Which means that is not the 8. This is a 3-5 pair, which takes 5 out of there and 3 and 5 out of there. This becomes a 7-8 pair. The 3-5 here means that that can't be 3 or 5, because if I put a 3 there, I can't put 3 in either of those. 5 there, can't put 5 in either of those. There's no 3 or 5 there. The 1-6 pair looks up, making that not a 6. So this is not a 3, and this is not a 3. That was incredibly obvious, and I missed it. Well, not forever, just for a while. The 7 here now says that's not a 7. So where's 7 in this column? 7 can't go in either of those because it's both seen by that cell, and that 7 cell sees that one. So that's the 7, and these are now 2, 5, and 8. And there's no 2 there. 3 is in one of those two. I'm tempted to look at this quadruple. 3, 5, 6, and 8. There's no 3 in either of those two because of that 3. So that is a 3. 5, 6, 8. What does that 3 do? It puts 3 up here in one of those two. That's an uncomfortable little pattern. But this is a... No, it's not a triple. This is a quadruple. 2 is in one of those two. 2 is along here. 2 is in one of those two. Okay, this is another scanning mess on my part. 1 is in one of those 3, one of those 3, and one of those 2. That's not where I'm looking. Well, it's where I'm looking, but it's not where I should be looking. This triple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no 8 there. There's no 7 there. 8, 7. So this is from 1. Okay, it can't be 1. It can be 2. It can't be 3, 4. It could be 5. It could be 6. It can't be 7, 8, or 9. So this is 2, 5, 6. So 8 is in one of those two. 7 is in one of those two. No, that can't be a 6. Because that one, 6 is in one of those two in the column. Right, yeah, this can't be a 6, and that's going to do it. Because if I put a 6 here, where do I put 6 in this column? I couldn't put it there because it would repeat in the box, and I couldn't put it there because it would see by Knight's Move. That's not a 6, giving me a 5, 8 in the row, making that a 6, which makes that a 1 and that a 6. That 6, not sure. This is a 1-9 pair now, though. Because 1-9, 1-9, where do I put 1 and 9 in this row? This is a 1-9 pair, which means that's not the 2, this is the 2. That's going to be big because the 1 looks in, making that the 9 and that the 1. This is a 2. The 2 means that's not the 2, so this is the 2. Okay, there'll be progress. There'll be progress at the station, please. There'll be 5 and 6. 5. Okay, the 1 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 1. Okay, there'll be something I've missed. So the 2 takes 2 out of there. This is 3, 5, or 6, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3, 5, 6. This is 3, 5, 6. 5 is in one of those two, so if I put a 5 there, this would have no 5 in it. That's the 8, that's the 6. There's no 6 there, this is a 3-5 pair. Something is going to end up looking in at this and resolving it. But the 3-5 looks down, making this the 6, this the 7, this the 8, this the 5, which makes this the 8, this the 7, which looks up making this the 8 and this the 7. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 3 looks up making that the 5 and that the 3. The 5 looks in by Knight's Move, making that the 3, that the 5, that the 3, that the 5. And that is the solution. So I suppose we are no longer the knights who say knee, we are the knights who say icky, 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 let's get cracking, 3 in the corner, patang! Thanks, Mark and Simon, you guys are awesome. That's a lot of fun. Thank you, GDC. That was an awesome puzzle. The design of these lines are just great. Having to realize that the way these lines were designed, each of these had to be a complete set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then figuring out the ramifications of that was really, really cool. I don't think I've seen that idea done before. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm blessed with good puzzles. I really am. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.